You are not crazy. Read that again. You are not crazy. Because right now, somewhere in your body, there is a part of you that still is not sure. That still wonders, was I too sensitive? Did I make it worse? Was it really that bad? That doubt is not yours. It was planted, carefully, on purpose. Here is the truth they never wanted you to reach. You were not broken. You were targeted. And those are two completely different things. Today I am going to show you 5 moves that work. Not because they are dramatic, not because they involve a confrontation, but because they quietly, completely remove the one thing a narcissist cannot survive without: your reaction. Stay until the end. The last one is the one that actually ends it. Think about the most boring object you have ever seen, a gray rock on the side of the road. Nobody stops. Nobody picks it up. Nobody even looks at it. It just sits there, completely unbothered, completely ignored. That rock is your first weapon. Here is what most people get wrong when they are dealing with a narcissist. They think the goal is to win the argument, to finally say the right thing, to make them understand. So they try harder, they explain more, they bring proof, they speak with more feeling than ever before. And every single time it makes things worse. Not because they said the wrong thing, because they said anything at all. A narcissist does not want your explanation. They want your energy. They want to see your face change. The content of what you say means nothing. The fact that you are reacting, that is the entire meal. So what happens when you become a gray rock? When someone pokes at you and you respond in the flattest, most uninteresting voice possible? Not cold, not rude, just completely unremarkable? They get bored. And a bored narcissist moves on. That is not a guess. That is how this works. You are not punishing them. You are simply closing the kitchen. And what they are hungry for, a reaction, just ran out. There is a moment you probably know well. They say something that does not add up. The story shifted. The logic is so twisted you can barely follow it, but instead of saying anything, you go quiet. Because the last time you pushed back, a 20-minute conversation turned into a 2-hour war that somehow ended with you apologizing. So you swallow it. Again, here is something different. Not a fight, not a confrontation. Just 5 words, can you help me understand? That is it. That is the weapon. When you ask a narcissist to explain themselves slowly, out loud, calmly, their story starts falling apart in real time. Because their version of events was built for speed, designed to be thrown at you fast, before you have time to think. Slow it down, and the whole thing unravels on its own. Keep your voice curious. Keep your face neutral. You are not accusing them. You are simply asking them to be clear. And here is what is beautiful about this. If they actually have a reasonable answer, you will hear it. And if they do not, you will know that too. Either way, you just won something. There is a specific kind of pain that comes from being told your own memory is wrong. Not disagreed with, not questioned. Flatly, calmly told that what you clearly remember did not happen. That you heard it wrong. That you have a habit of twisting things. And the worst part, after long enough you start to wonder if they might be right. This is not a communication issue. It has a name: gaslighting. And it works because it attacks the one thing you trust most, your own mind. So here is what you do, not to confront them, not even for them at all. You start keeping a record, a note in your phone, a journal beside the bed, a voice memo after a conversation ends. You write down what was said, when it was said, how it made you feel, the same way you would track something important at work, factually, without drama. Over time, something remarkable happens. Your clarity comes back. Every time you write it down, you are telling yourself this was real. It happened. It was worth remembering. And when they later try to rewrite it, you have the receipt. You may never need to show them. You probably will not. This record is not a weapon pointed at them. It is a shield protecting you from the slow erosion of your own truth. Once your truth is protected, the gaslighting stops having anywhere to land. If this is landing somewhere real for you, subscribe right now. And drop a comment. I see clearly now. We read every single one. What is coming next are the 2 moves most people in your position were never told about. Do not scroll away. There is a reason narcissists do not want you to have close friends. There is a reason they make small comments about the people you love. Nothing obvious, just a quiet word here and there. That friend is using you. Your family does not really understand you the way I do. Each comment sounds almost reasonable on its own. But together, over time, they add up to something very specific. Isolation. Because a person with a full life, people who love them, things that light them up, is a person who can leave. And a narcissist's greatest fear is not losing you. It is losing control of you. Those are completely different things. So here is what you do. Slowly, quietly, without making it a moment. You text back the friend you have been distant from. You say yes to the dinner you kept skipping. You sign up for the class. You pick up the thing you set down. One small thing each week that belongs only to you, that has nothing to do with them and cannot be touched by them. You are not running. You are not making a plan. You are just living your life, the way you always had the right to. But here is what is actually happening underneath that. Every new connection is a door out. Every person who knows your real story is a witness. Every part of your life that has nothing to do with the narcissist is a piece of yourself they can never hold hostage. You do not fight your way out. You grow your way out, bigger than the cage until the bars do not reach you anymore. This last one is different, because this one is not about what you do around them. It is about what you finally stop doing inside yourself. Stop trying to make them understand. I know, that sounds almost too simple. But listen, because this is the one that takes the longest and costs the most. When something unfair happens to us, our instinct is to seek understanding. So we go back. We explain again. We find better words. We write the message, delete it, rewrite it. We have the conversation in our heads 100 times. We think, if I could just find the right way to say it, something would finally click. That hope, that specific hope, is the chain. Because a narcissist cannot give you the understanding you are looking for. Not because they are incapable of it, but because your pain serves them nothing. They already know what happened. They know exactly what they did. The performance of not knowing is what keeps you coming back to explain it again. Every time you return to make them understand, you are telling them, your approval still has power over me. I still need something from you. And as long as you need something from them, they have you. The day you genuinely stop needing them to understand is the day the whole thing collapses. Not because you got revenge, not because you won, because you quietly, finally took your need back. You stopped standing at a door that was never going to open, and you walked down the street and found one that did. Warm and wide and easy. That is what they cannot handle. Not your anger, not your silence, your peace. The sight of you genuinely okay, genuinely not waiting for anything from them anymore. That is the thing that ends it every time. None of this is fast. A narcissist did not build their hold on you in a day. It was slow and careful and done in steps so small you never saw it happening. Undoing it takes the same patience, you choosing yourself again and again, in small moments, when it would be easier not to. But here is what is also true. You are already doing it. The fact that you are here, that is your mind fighting for you, even when the rest of you felt exhausted. Become the gray rock they cannot excite. Ask the question that slows their story down. Keep the record that protects your truth. Build a life too big for them to contain. And let go, completely, of needing them to ever understand you. Not for them. For you. The version of you that existed before all of this, they are still there. A little quieter, maybe. A little more careful, but still there. Still worth finding again. Go find them. If this reached you today, share it with one person who needs it. And watch the next video. There is more you deserve to know.